Jonah Goldberg is a conservative media figure, and he went on Fox News to talk about how climate change is false. So let's listen, and then I want to give you a great debate-ending fact afterwards.
Look, it doesn't necessarily have to be. We can leave aside the veracity or how real the problem of climate change is or isn't and put it aside. You can still hold that the climate changers are true believers, but that doesn't mean they aren't deeply invested in the whole industry of global warming. When all of your grants to your university program depend on a state of national and international panic, when your business model depends not on satisfying the consumer, but fulfilling the regulations that come out of Washington, it's a natural human tendency to, as you business guys say, talk your book. And we see this across, GE lobbied passionately for climate change legislation and cap and trade, in part because they don't build oil wells, they build wind turbines, and they were going to make a lot of money off of it. In every one of these industries, anywhere where the government is the real determinant of the profit motive, or your bottom line or your profit margin, when it's government policy and not satisfying the consumer, you open yourself up to a whole class of people who are financially incentivized to go one way.
I see. So greedy scientists have a financial conflict of interest to try and get lucrative, non-profit university grants. Genius idea. It's interesting that he talks about financial conflicts of interest. Listen to this. Quote, Fox News provided American Enterprise Institute fellow Jonah Goldberg a platform to attack climate scientists as profiteers who are financially incentivized to advocate climate change action without disclosing AEI's own financial incentive to undercut action on climate change. AEI has taken over $3 million from ExxonMobil and once offered money to scientists to write articles criticizing a UN climate change report. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Projection, brought to you by Jonah Goldberg. He's like, God damn, the people on the other side, they're so corrupt. All they care about is financial interests. That's why these greedy scientists are trying to get these very lucrative government grants. Or maybe it's ExxonMobil and Chevron and BP and fracking companies and natural gas companies and oil companies and the entire fossil fuel industry that fund people to push their narrative, fund people like the Heartland Institute, the same scientists that used to argue that tobacco doesn't cause cancer. No, the science is up in the air on that. Those same people are now arguing that climate change isn't happening. And Jonah Goldberg's like, the goddamn guys on the other side are so financially corrupt. Anyway, where's my $3 million from ExxonMobil? I love that. I love that. I love it. Now, look, even with Jonah Goldberg, I don't know if he specifically gets money from the oil companies, but here's what I do know. He's part of the American Enterprise Institute, and they have gotten $3 million from ExxonMobil. So he might just be a paid shill and, a puppet idiot who's towing the line for them, and he doesn't realize what's going on behind the scenes. But either way, he's wrong, and either way, the real conflict of interest is on his side. Look, I'll put it to you, man. It's very simple. Who do you think is more likely to be the greedy people who care only about financial interests in this debate? The oil companies or the university scientists?